Hello. This is working. Good. This is working. Anyway, on from yesterday. Somebody contacted me yesterday about my video that I did yesterday. Who works in mental health, and said they saw it and they said it would be really good because he worked with mental health. He said that apparently there's an awful lot of young men struggling at the moment, and he said that sort of thing would be quite helpful and useful for young men. So here we go again. Anyway, one thing I want to make clear. When I said, like, you know, if you're arguing with your partner, you're wrong, stop fighting. I'm not saying that you're wrong and with what you're arguing about. And I'm not saying that you have got to kowtow to your partner. You don't have to dominate your partner and you don't have to kowtow to them. You have to be very, very on the, you know, meet in the middle, on the level. And if you're arguing, you're trying to dominate. Do you see what I mean? There's trying to, because you believe you're right, so you think, oh, I've got to get my point. So yeah, that's domination. That's why I'm saying you're in the wrong when you're arguing with your partner. Okay? Now, I also had contact from somebody vis-a-vis that one regarding unsuitable females. A lot of boys are brought up today. Masculinity is under sort of threat because of sort of like toxic masculinity, apparently. Yeah. I mean, and let's face it, there are arseholes. There are arseholes. Yes. But as my granddad said, arseholes are only arseholes if you let them be. But there's female arseholes as well. There's toxic femininity as well. Yeah. And a lot of young men, like, you know, when I was young, to be quite honest, I was not attracted to the sort of like the calm, decent, and sort of nice girls. I was attracted to the dangerous ones, much ways a lot of women are attracted to the dangerous men. You know, we like a little bit of spice in our lives, don't we? Yes. Yes. They don't make great partners in the long run, and you end up being sort of thing. It's there is some sort of issue with yourself as opposed to with them, and all of this thing you can blame. I've been married to this woman and she did this and she shagged all my mates and she did all this and she shat on me. Yeah, the only person to blame for all of it, you can't blame the other person. It's you. It is always you. You know, the only, because if it's the other person, you can't do anything about it. You're powerless. You've just handed over all the power to them. So this is where the idea, you know, don't blame anybody else for your misfailings or your bad decisions. Okay, it's you. Okay, so and then you can do something about it. Okay, when you are choosing, young men, when you are trying to choose a partner, do not choose a partner who you can dominate intellectually. And do not choose a partner, or you probably won't get the choice, but who's dominating you intellectually. You want somebody who's really, really your equal. Because if you start with an equal intellectual thing like, you've got a good foundation for a thing. The other thing is where to meet your future wife. Okay? Where do? We go to the clubs, we go to the pubs, we go to the festivals, we go all this sort like that, and we go and trying to meet our future wives in a haze of alcohol, drugs, and everything like that. No, no. All right, it might be a good party time, everything like that, but that's not a great place to meet your future Mrs. whatever your name is. Think about it. Yeah, try and meet somebody away from sort of drugs, alcohol and things. Meet somebody throughout the normal day-to-day life and everything like that. And it doesn't have to be, oh, right, okay, rip clothes off, shagging, everything like that first time. Yeah? Take your time. If you're really, really, really serious, you've got a long time. If you really, really like somebody, and you really do like somebody, you actually think you love them, yeah, or you could love them, and you want to possibly want to spend a long time with them, or there's a possibility that you could spend the rest of your life with them. Yeah? You don't have to jump into bed the first day. do you? Because you've got the rest of your life to jump into bed with them. So, take your time. Breathe. And a lot of people say how difficult it is today to get a house and to get home. Yes, it is incredibly difficult. I acknowledge that completely. I came from a background of, well, it was abject poverty, really. So we came from, we were aspiring working class. It's all down to sort of like deaths and sort of circumstances left us, I came from a place of no money whatsoever. Men, it's your job to put the roof over the heads. It is your job to sort of provide that sort of situation. So you have to be resourceful and use all your mental resources to actually get that situation into a place where it's sort of like things where you can get a roof over your head. Don't worry about making a home. Your partner will do that for you. You won't have a choice in that, and that's great. But if you can sort of like work away, I mean, even down to the thing of a friend of mine, fairly recently, well, not a friend, a young chap that I know actually, got a van. He got a nice van, fitted it out and everything like that. He said, I can't get a house, I can't get a thing, I'm sick of paying rent, I'm going to go and buy a van and do it out. And he fitted it out, did a really nice job on it, and met this absolutely cracking girl, and they're basically now on a plot of land, they've got a plot of land outside, and they're putting up a sort of a more permanent, they're building a home. So it can be done, even today, in today's really crap society. You can do it, and there are ways and means of providing housing for your wife and partner. Yeah. One of the other things is actually, one thing they never tell you, marriages, when you do get married, marriages have a better chance of working if the man moves to where his wife's family are, as opposed to taking her away from her family. Keep her within the vicinity of a family, and your marriage has got a much better chance of working. And the reason for that is because women are home builders and they need support on that. And it's not necessarily support that you can give, but it's familial support. And if you're close to your wife's kin, and then she's got that support network there, and that makes life a lot easier. Moving both of you away from either of your families makes life a lot more difficult and a lot more tricky. And moving the girl to the wife's family, the husband's family, so you're in the vicinity of the husband, that's better than no family at all, but it's not as good as being by your wife's family, because she needs that support. Anyway, peace and love. I'm going to check this out before I post it. Like and subscribe if you want, okay? Seems like coming back to life again, this little channel. And, I'm only trying to help. Cheers.